Hi everyone. Today we are looking at the Interstellar Logistics Station. So I've just built the first one here, and it is on my lava planet, and I'm using a Mark II conveyor belt to feed in titanium ingots, 720 pieces per minute, and silicon. But I'm also using planetary logistics stations. I put one of them down to transfer iron ingots and copper ingots. So that's what you see up here, are these logistic drones. Each station has a number of drones, and they're transporting material. So if you click on this station, you can see for the copper, for example, that I have it set to local demand. So this Interstellar Logistics Station is going to demand copper ingots, and it's also going to demand iron ingots. That's locally on this lava planet only, and I've set it to remote supply. The idea is, on my main planet, which I'm going to fly to in a minute here, we're going to set up another interstellar logistics station, and we're going to set it to remote demand. And then it's going to use, so down here it has the interstellar logistics vessels, of which it can hold 10. And I put them there, and each one of these can carry 200 pieces. So if they're all in transport, they can carry 2,000 pieces. And of course there's 10 on each interstellar logistics station, so the one that is going to be on our home planet will also have 10, so there will be 4,000 pieces in transit at any given time. And then it also has the logistics drones, which is for local supply. It can hold 100 of these drones. So I'm just going to close this up for a minute. Oh, the other thing I should probably mention, I actually don't see it here right now, but see how here it says warpers required? So eventually you get these things called warpers, and your interstellar logistics vessels will use warpers to travel between star systems, and you're going to have to equip warpers on this interstellar logistics station. But right now I'm not seeing slot for that, and it could be because I haven't researched it yet, so it doesn't matter.
Flight mode.
And over here, just quickly show you, is the planetary logistics station. So this is the smaller one. It's just for transporting materials around the planet. I have it set to supply iron and copper. And you can see it tells you that there's minus 140 in transit, minus 175. That means that they are leaving the station. And I have 50 of the logistics drones here. And each time a logistics drone takes off, it uses some of this stored energy. That's what this energy bar is. So it costs energy. And I've just got belts feeding in copper and iron as fast as a Mark II belt can. So 720 pieces per minute. So that's set up. Now I'm just going to head back to my home planet.
Flight mode. Cruise mineral depleted.
I'm going to speed past the hive here. 1500 is usually a pretty good speed to evade them if they do take chase, because I'm kind of getting close. Looks like we snuck past them. And if you're wondering how I got this line that's pointing to my home planet, all I did was I put a gauze turret here, and I didn't give it any ammo. And I just put it on alarm. And it helps me navigate. So when I need to see where that is, I just click on it at the top here, and it literally draws a line to it. Okay.
Flight mode.
So I was thinking over here we could put our Interstellar logistics station. This one doesn't really need to be connected to any belts. We're gonna do everything using logistics drones. Let's give it some power here. I kind of like to keep things symmetrical. You don't need to put 4 Tesla towers, but I put them. And what I'm going to do is, when I left click on it, it's got 5 empty slots. I'm going to say, well, I would like titanium for sure. We also want silicon, because these are the 2 elements that we can't get on our home planet. And we could always use more copper and iron, right? And I'm going to take, I have 10 interstellar logistics vessels. I'm just going to put them to fill up that slot. And it looks like I've run out of logistics drones, but I can grab some. I just have them over here. So these are the ones that handle transportation locally on the planet. I'm going to put 100 of them there. And now I'm going to change it from remote supply to remote demand. And you're going to see this jump up to 800, 1200 in transit, 1600, 2000. It could probably go, all the way to 4000, because we have, between the two stations, we have 20 of these interstellar logistics vessels, each able to carry 200. I'm going to change this to remote demand, this to remote demand, and this to remote demand. And keep it at local supply for all of that stuff. And whoops. Sometimes you can see, like, I think that's them over there. You can see well, I can see the local logistics drones flying around the planet, but it's kind of hard to see. But way off in the distance, you can kind of see some little red specks in a line. They're going to the other planet there to pick up cargo and bring it back. The other thing to keep in mind is in your technology tree under upgrades, you can increase the capacity of these things. So plus 100 logistics vessels carrying capacity. That sounds pretty good to me. It increases my capacity by 50%. So I'm just going to click on activate there. And this little notice probably indicates that we got, yeah, there they are. They just dropped off some stuff and they're heading back to go get more. They're heading to that red planet called Microscopii 1. That's 1.27 astronomical units away. So there they go. And if we check our logistics station, interesting. I see some activity here on the local side, logistics drones. They've taken some of it already, and I have a pretty good idea where it's going.
Flight mode.
It's going over here. I must have set this one to local demand for titanium. Yes, I have. And it's stocked right up now. And I'm just using that titanium to make these titanium crystals, which are needed to make the yellow research cubes.
Flight mode.
And that's pretty much it for interstellar logistics stations for now. But what I wanted to quickly show you, not really quickly, but something else I want to squeeze in here, is we actually have these logistics bots, and they work with these logistics distributors. And these guys are small local bots. They don't leave the planet, but they can also transport stuff. So you see how we have these storage depots? What I could do is I could click on the transportation icon at the bottom, number 6.
Upgrade complete.
Increased our capacity. And I've got 2 of these logistics distributors. It's just for demonstration here. I'm going to put it on top of this storage depot that has copper ingots. And now I'm going to click on it. It's charging up. It has 0 logistics bots. So I'm going to put 10 bots. It's the maximum it can have. And you can use it to distribute to other depots. So yeah, if you look at that, I've selected provide to other distributors. There's 0 routes because there's nothing else demanding it right now. And this toggle here can go from request to provide. I'm going to put to provide. I'm just going to quickly show you what happens. Maybe I have one of these over here. I'll put another one of these logistics distributors. Needs a little bit of power. And I will also put 10 of these bots. And I'll select distribute. I'm going to select request from other distributors, and then you got to click on this circle here. I'm going to say copper, and you can see the bots have now already taken off and they're transferring ingots here. Right? So that's something to keep in mind. Now I'm just going to break this for a second. So I'm going to say okay, all the bots have landed. So that's one use case, and that's usually what people use it for, is just transferring stuff between storage depots. But there's another use case that I'm embarrassed to say took me a long time to figure out, and it's actually kind of handy. So you can see here that I've kind of made, you know, a bit of a warehouse in the sense that I have storage depots everywhere, and I come here to stock up with stuff. Well, you can actually automate that. So if I hit C, well, not really C, but E for inventory. I don't know why E means inventory, but it does. And I'm just going to take and put all of my copper into this storage depot for a second. Now I only have one stack of 61 copper. Well, in the left here you have this logistics, it's like a list. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the first square and I'm going to say, hey, you know what? Let's automate some copper. So we select copper ingots, and you got this confusing white bar here. Now if you drag it from the right, you can put a cap and say, I want no more than 300 copper ingots. But you also, this is really important, you also have to drag it from the left and say that I want at least 300. I'm going to put it both at 300 so that it'll always give me 300 ingots. And now you can see that it's in the list. It has a little down arrow indicating that I need copper ingots. And if I click on the logistics distributor, there's a checkbox that says distribute to Icarus. So I'm going to select that, and it has already given me the required ingots. But I want to show you this toggle switch here because it has 3 spots. It can say provide to and collect from Icarus is what it's on by default. That means if I have more than 300 ingots, maybe I was off doing something and I deleted some conveyor belts and I ended up with extra ingots. I have more than 300. They'll actually come and take those extra ones away from me, so they're not sitting in my inventory bugging me. And if I don't have enough, if I don't have 300, if I have less, they'll give me enough to make 300. So that's this toggle switch here. You can have it so that it only provides to me or it only collects from me, but I like to keep it as both provide and collect. So what it's done is it's put, I have 100 ingots in my inventory. It's put 200 on the side here. I'm just going to left click on them,
A landing relay
put them in
station
my
detected.
inventory. Looks like the dark fog is attacking one of my planets. I'll deal with them in a minute. So just for demonstrations again, I'm going to quickly dump my ingots, and you should see that those robots, those logistics bots, will jump to action and quickly return them right back to me. There they come, and they're bringing more, and you can see now that now if you hover over this icon and press the center mouse button, it brings this back and it shows you at least 300, at most 300, so they'll make sure I always have 300 copper ingots. So I'll also do that for the iron. You typically need more iron than copper. I'll say 400. And let's put the logistics distributor there. Let's put the logistics bots, and here they come, and they're gonna give me automatically, whenever I'm in range, they will fix my inventory automatically for me. Anyways, that's probably enough for this video, and I will go deal with the dark fog on Microscope i4. Thanks everyone.